Can't believe it's already been 10 years with Ring of Honor. When the concept of Ring of Honor was brought to me, it was cool because it was going to be something different. It was going to be something new. It was going to be a hybrid of everything that was going on at the time. And in 2002, professional wrestling was in such a transition. The Attitude Era was just about to come to an end. WCW and ECW have been closed for a year. I was already becoming a star in Japan, whereas I was trying to, take a back seat in America. And it's funny, 10 years later, I'm still here. But I started off in Ring of Honor as a color commentator, and it was great, watching the Low-Keys, the Bryan Danielsons, the Christopher Daniels. I still say the main event of the first show was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my entire life. And throughout the last 10 years, I've seen so many changes, not just with Ring of Honor myself. I've reinvented myself so many times. I mean, how many guys can really say that they've been fired, they've quit, they've walked out, they've been brought back, they've burned bridges on the way out, but rebuilt them on the way in, done different characters to where now, at almost 39 years old, and Ring of Honor is already 10 years old, now I'm behind the scenes and watching the next generation, the Kyle O'Reillys, the Michael Elgins, the Adam Coles, the Tommaso Ciampas. I mean, no matter how many ownership changes, how many booker changes, how many guys have come in and come out, the one thing that's always been the constant has been the level of professional wrestling. And it's always been at the highest. Being a professional wrestler for 18 years and like I said, almost 40 years old, I've seen everything. I've been a fan for 30 years. I've seen, the rise of the WWF. I've seen the rise and fall of WCW. I saw how ECW went from just a little independent organization to being a national TV cult classic. So watching Ring of Honor grow for 10 years has been amazing, and it's just getting better and better, whether it's, the style has evolved to what we see now, whether it's been the creative side. Ring of Honor has what wrestling fans, professional wrestling fans, not sports entertainment fans, they have what professional wrestling fans really want. So who knows what'll happen with me in the next 10 years, 5 years, 1 year. But I'll just say the time that I've had in Ring of Honor, and for me, my favorite time was 2010, being a part of the Kevin Steen, El Generico, Colt Cabana, Steve Corino feud. That, for me personally, has been my favorite era of Ring of Honor. But as a fan, watching Samoa Joe's domination over the ROH World title, watching Homicide, who, I had such a blood feud with, watching him win the World Championship in New York City. There's so many great, cool things that Ring of Honor that, if I went back on the DVDs, I would say, wow, you've really seen so much action in 10 years that this next 10 years is going to be quite a ride.